I'm back with another wonderful story to read to you. And the purpose of this week's Read Aloud is to talk about friendship and how we can be different from people that we like and love and still be friends no matter what. Okay, and so this is a really special book because it's actually written by a real queen. The title of the story is called The Sandwich Swap, and it is by Her Majesty, Queen Rania Abdullah. So we don't have queens in the United States, right? We don't have queens or kings. We have a democracy in the United States. But this book was actually written by a queen from another country. Okay? And the genre of this book is realistic fiction, which means what? What does realistic fiction mean? It's a story that has events that could really happen, but they didn't, okay? And so usually when an author writes realistic fiction, oftentimes the author's purpose is to entertain you, okay? So I feel like this story is going to entertain you, but it's also going to help you, help inform you on how to be a really good friend and how to deal with the situation if you and your friend might be having a problem, okay? All right, guys, so let's get comfy. The Sandwich Swap. And this is actually, guys, a picture of the queen, of the author. Queen Rania Abdullah. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. Okay. All right, my loves, here we go. The Sandwich Swap. Oh, my. It all began with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it ended with a hummus sandwich. So 2 different sandwiches. Have you ever tried peanut butter and jelly or a hummus sandwich? Selma and Lily were best friends at school. They drew pictures together. They played on the swings together. They jumped rope together. And they ate their lunches together. Wow, they sure do a lot of stuff together. Let's stop for a minute and think about your friends and your family. What are some of the things that you do with people you enjoy spending time with? Like these friends drew together and they ate lunch together and jumped rope. What are some things you and your friends like to do together? My friends and I like to go to restaurants together and then sometimes play cards together. But just what they ate was a little different. Lily ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day for lunch. Selma ate a hummus and pita sandwich every day for lunch. And although Lily never said it out loud, she thought Selma's sandwich looked weird and yucky. She felt terrible that her friend had to eat that icky chickpea taste every day. Ew! Yuck! And although Selma never said it out loud, she thought Lily's sandwich looked strange and gross. She felt just awful that her friend had to eat that gooey peanut butter paste every day. Ew! Gross! So each of them think that their friend has a sandwich that is gross. But do you think Lily thinks her peanut butter and jelly sandwich is gross? No, because she has to eat it every day. Would she be eating it every day if she thought it was gross? And what about Selma? Looks like she's enjoying her hummus and pita sandwich. Then one day, Lily just couldn't hold back those pesky thoughts any longer. "Your sandwich looks kind of yucky," she blurted out. "What did you say?" Selma asked, thinking she must have misunderstood her friend. "I said your sandwich looks yucky." Selma frowned. She looked down at the thin, soft bread And she thought of her beautiful, smiling mother as she carefully cut Selma's sandwich into 2 neat halves that morning. Her feelings turned mad. "Yeah, well, your sandwich looks gross and it smells too," Selma snapped back. Lily looked surprised. She sniffed the thick, squishy bread and thought of her dad in his silly apron, whistling as he cut Lily's sandwich into 2 perfect triangles that morning. Lily scowled. "It does not smell bad." "Does too. Ew, yuck. Ew, gross." Oh, man. Have you ever had an argument with one of your friends, guys? Or said something maybe that wasn't so nice? That afternoon, the friends did not draw pictures together. They did not swing together. And they did not jump rope together either. The next day, Selma ate her lunch at one table, and Lily ate her lunch at another table. Meanwhile, the peanut butter versus hummus story had spread everywhere, and everyone began choosing sides. Each side had something not so nice to say about the other. So guys, when we look at these illustrations right here, we can see that the kids in the cafeteria have split up sides. Half of them cheering for peanut butter and jelly, and the other half for hummus and pita bread. Peanut butter breath, jelly heads, garlic breath, chickpea brains. Pretty soon, the rude insults had nothing at all to do with the peanut butter and jelly or hummus. "You're weird. You're stupid. You look funny. You dress funny." And then it happened. Somebody yelled, "Food fight!" Peanut butter and hummus sandwiches and other lunch favorites began flying back and forth between both sides of the lunchroom. They stuck to the walls. They stuck to the ceiling. They stuck to the lunch lady. When the sandwiches were all gone, pudding cups and applesauce and carrot sticks took flight. Selma and Lily looked at one another from across the rowdy, splattered room. They both felt ashamed at what they saw. So do you guys see that there's Selma? And there's Lily. And everybody else is kind of smiling and laughing. But they said that they were ashamed at what they saw. What do you think that means? If they were ashamed at what they saw, do you think it means that they felt good about this going on? Or probably bad? Yeah, I agree. Probably bad. They both felt really ashamed when the principal called them into her office after they helped clean up the mess. The following day, Selma set her lunch down across from Lily's. The 2 girls nibbled on their sandwiches in silence. Finally, Lily got up the courage to speak. "Would you like to try a bite of my peanut butter and jelly?" Selma grinned. "Sure, why not? Would you like to try my hummus and pita?" Lily laughed. "I'd like that." "On the count of 3? Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yummy! Hey, this is delicious. And this is heavenly. The girls giggled and hugged and traded sandwiches. After lunch, Selma and Lily met with the principal again. This time, they were there to suggest a very special event for the whole school. I wonder what it could be. And that's how it all began, with peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and ended with hummus and pita sandwich. Wow. So what do we know from the illustrations, guys? Let's see. What's going on in this illustration? Yeah, we see that Lily is serving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and Salma is serving hummus and pita. So now they're trying to get everyone in the school to each try something that they hadn't tried before. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, so what would you think that the lesson of this story might be with friendship? Do we all have to like the same things? No, we don't. We don't. And it's okay if you don't like something that your friend likes. But we just have to remember that even if we don't like it, we still can be respectful about what other people believe and what they like. And you can still be friends and not like the same things. All right, my loves. I look forward to reading to you next week and have a great rest of the day. Bye.